Real good intro, real good start. It's going great.
Oh,
Clap,
yeah.
clap.
Oh, wow. There's
Why
no
would it?
fucking
There it
interview
goes.
together.
Yeah, I mean, for you guys, I can fuck anything up. That's my superpower. So, but we are back in true vagabond fashion with a technical fuck up. I am joined by some of the greatest people to ever clack math rocks, and they are.
I don't know what that means, but my name is Mike. I play. No, I don't play subtle. Everything's messed up. I am Mike. I play Steve the Furblog Druid. Next.
I'm Sophia. I play Walden, the Warforged Barbarian Ranger.
I'm Joe. I play Jorg, the Goliath Barbarian.
I'm greatest people number 4. I am Rep and I play Minion.
I'm the last one to do their introduction. My name's Sage, and this is The Hills Have Bones, a D&D campaign that has been going on for a long time. It is good to see all of you, my wonderful players. Just to re-enter the scene a little bit, you guys were starting to enter the area of Raputa, or where Raputa was shown to you on your map. When you came over from Hanka, there was a strange force field that seemed to repel some of you and hid the guise of a much more lush forest-like area. The deeper you got into the area, the creepier it seemed to get in patches, but only patches, until you met a hostile character who seemed to attack you with bees and honey. You triumphed over this creature, noting that this was some form of humanoid fae-like entity. However, Walden, with their ranger ability, was able to identify that the character was from Shadowfell. You re-enter the world having just finished this fight.
I feel like we're putting, like, mud dots on all the bee stings that whatchamacallit got. Oh, well, everybody who got bee stings.
Yeah, I got a lot of stung.
I don't know if this creature is something that Steve would have seen before, so he's probably like, "What the fuck was that?"
Sorry, I sneezed.
Is there a core
good.
to the body?
Is there a sorry what?
Like a core to the body, or is
Oh, a
a
core.
lot of core? Like a
you know
center
what?
body, or is a lot of bees?
Give me I'm gonna say a medicine roll.
It's in.
I'm
it's
gonna
something,
also do that because I'm very interested in what the heck I just saw.
nice.
one of
it's
you can
good
help
to
me
start the night.
Yep,
Right.
that one, as it
I'm
should.
gonna eat it anyway.
I'm doing the same roll.
Yes, a medicine roll.
We need the other end of the spectrum here, please. All right.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Not that bad.
Right? Yeah.
Newt, as you try to lift up this odd humanoidy creature, Fae entity's skirt, you discover honeycomb hive-like qualities to what you assume is flesh. I mean, it seems appetizing to you. It seems very appetizing to you.
Just sticky. Just sweet.
And Steve, for yours, as you look over the corpse of this creature, you notice that it's starting to melt, almost like the wax that was holding it together is no longer cold enough to retain its form. And as you kind of like investigate into like what this being uses as a structure, you find a queen bee in the center of its chest.
Find a queen bee. Can I put that queen bee in like a little bottle or something? Not my forever bottle, some other bottle.
Yeah, I feel like you carry vials around with you. But I would say it's dead.
Okay. I still do that.
You can do this. Yeah.
I'm gonna lick my goons.
Right. So is that like royal honey?
Hey.
What?
Basically, Seto's asking Steve if like that's the good stuff.
I'm not eating it. I look at Minute.
It's too sweet. I don't like it. I like more the juicy bees.
Did you eat some of the honey from the body?
I guess. It's yeah.
I will need a constitution save.
Yes.
Fuck.
This is a charmed effect, if that has any.
Yeah. Was gonna say if it's a disease thing, we have advantage, but no. 10.
Oh, boy.
I would say with a 10, this honey, it's not that it sits wrong in your stomach. It's that it doesn't taste as sweet as you expect it to. It's actually almost like this honey is slightly sour. And
I prefer.
Yeah.
I've
So,
never
like-
eaten sweets in my life. Especially not honey. But yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. You might notice as like you seem to resist some kind of charm that it was trying to fool you that it was sweet.
Interesting.
Anything that tries to trick you into eating it probably shouldn't be going in your mouth. That's
Yeah, it's good. You should try it.
I'm
Put
okay.
some meat in those bones.
I got as much meat on the. I'm very wiry. You see, very wiry.
I'm gonna ask Seto. Seto, do you see any?
Do I see any what?
Magic.
Any lingering magic? Because this is Faye.
Oh yeah, I can. I'm gonna
In general, is there? You see anything around us? Still in the corpse,
look in on it.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Roll me investigation
With the, all right.
or arcana.
Oh, I don't remember which is.
Is this normal being attacked for no reasons by strange ladies?
Honestly, yeah. Like it's more normal than not in this world. I mean, the last time we were just kind of walking around, some fucking weird fuck off dwarf brought us to two goblins, and look where that led to us. So this is honestly one of the low keyest things that's happened so far as traveling woes goes. But I did get an all 9.
With as you kind of try to work out, like you consider whether it's worth using detect magic. Walden, I think, would have told you about this being a creature from Shadowfell, a humanoid from Shadowfell, as the whole person worked. And you kind of like put your ideas together, and you come with an idea that like it's possible that the reason this like entity attacked you may be to do with it being hostile to people in the area, and not necessarily targeting you specifically, as you don't see anything on it that's obviously signaling you as a target.
Gotcha.
Shadowfell or Feywild? Wasn't it Feywild?
You at the moment are in an area that you have been told has links to the Feywild. However, this creature is from Shadowfell.
As a player,
Yes.
what does that mean? Like, 'cause I don't know.
I think that's lore that a lot of it's meta lore, but it's lore that a lot of people would know. So the Feywild is kind of like a magical realm of the Fey, who are like the fairies. It's similar to Irish mythology, and similar to Irish mythology, there's a Seelie and Unseelie. Shadowfell is kind of the Unseelie court, so it's the reverse of the Fey realm. So rather than it being a place of mischievous kind of, not necessarily happy all the time deeds, but fairy deeds, very much a like
They're the ones that
wild
hide
and
your
natural.
keys, not the ones that make your cookies.
Well, they're both, but the Shadowfell is more necromantic. It's much more about plagues and like malice,
And
whereas
illusions.
and illusions, whereas like the Fey realm is more trickery and mischief than it is
Okay.
full-blown murder all the time. But there are Fey in the Fey realm that are full-blown murder. It's just not the theme of the whole place. Whereas Shadowfell is more like edgy, I've got one wing and playing emu music.
Visually, one is very colorful, the other is black and white.
Yeah.
In Latin.
Think like the Upside Down from Stranger Things compared to like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Factory, yeah.
And they're like,
Willy Wonka and the Child Factory.
Honestly,
Like-
not far off those Oompa Loompas. They knew what they were doing.
it's like realms. The material realm is the normal one, and the Shadowfell usually is like a mirror to that one, but gray. And the other is with plants and fairies.
But yeah, this bee bitch came from the bad place. The upside down ass place.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
So
now we have a queen that's dead. But, you know, what's dead can be brought back.
Gotcha. Okay.
We
so
want
now,
to.
me as Steve, would Steve know anything more about any instances of this?
It's unlikely that Steve would know the nuance of this situation. However, if you roll me an intelligence roll, Steve might know more about Shadowfell as a druid.
Intelligence roll. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Splash.
Nope.
Nope. Don't know shit.
Yeah, I'd say the Grove really focuses on nature in the material plane. It tends not to focus even on the Fey realm itself, as it really deals with the balance, and neither the Fey nor the Shadowfell is about balance as much as it is energy.
Thank you.
So, where do we go now?
Well, we were still kind of following like a foot-ish path that wasn't really a foot-ish path. Correct?
Right.
Yeah,
There
it
were
goes around
illusions
the-
around us.
Yeah.
Are the illusions gone now that the queen is dead?
Or...
Is it an illusion or it's like a?
No, I don't think it's an illusion. I think it just shifted. I think we walked through something that changed the
Well, there
area
was like
to
a
be
barrier.
influenced.
There was like a barrier we could go through, but we couldn't see through.
Oh,
That looked like the area around it, right? Because that's what we went into, and then we walked through and we got here,
yes. That is...
which is what I was referring to when I was talking about illusions. So, like, you know, was that an illusion by the queen, or was that just an illusion of the area?
It's been some time, so I'll just answer. I feel like that's appropriate. You would get the feeling that that illusion was so huge that it was part of that barrier, and that magic was large scale enough that it was more to do with either a civilization here or the barriers into the Fey realm, and less that you're currently experiencing illusions as much as you're in a place that is connected deeply to the Fey realm.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we see any noticeable structure or place that call our
Give me a
attention?
survival roll.
14.
Yeah, you're able to locate a path that seems to match roughly to your map, or at least it seems to be less bushy in an area that matches a route on your map.
Alright.
Like there's less plant growth, it seems possible that people travel this path. Do you take that path?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna roll
I'm gonna keep my
stealth
eyes
down
peeled
that
like
path.
crazy.
I'm gonna stealth down the path just to
Okay.
do that.
Yeah, if you roll any stealth or give me any actions you take as you follow this path.
Alright, 28 stealth.
You believe yourself to be hidden.
All right. It's like the most terrifying way to answer a number that high in D&D. Like, you believe? Wait, what you mean? I believe.
Right. I assume the group moves forward.
Yes.
With my eyes peeled like crazy.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage, Steve.
Perception check.
Yes, please.
Up at disadvantage. Roll.
You got this.
Well, drop the nat 20.
Balls.
Yep.
Okay.
26 is still nice though.
26 is still nice. Steve, as you have your eyes like peeled, ready and alert, you start noticing there are areas in this path that, much like the area you were in before, that seem to have this slightly grimy, muddy rot in patches of the earth. Most of this area seems forested, grassland, very active, lively, flowering. But there are these patches of rot, and with a 26, as you didn't know what you were directly looking for, and as you have been traveling a while in a place that does seem to shift slightly, like the clouds move too quickly, things like that, right? But a 26 is still very good. So I will say you hear buzzing coming from anywhere that seems to be more rotten. And I would say you do lead the group to follow the path roughly without leading it into these more rotted areas, by avoiding that buzzing and knowing that there's a chance that these patches could be linked to what happened.
Okay. I am under the impression that this entire area is an illusion. And I tell that to the group.
That's fair. I'm thinking something similar.
As some
All right.
time goes past,
Can I
you
try
guys
something?
yes, yeah, 100%, 100%.
You said that there was like dials and stuff on my monocle. So I'm wondering, while, you know, being all stealthiness, because it's a, you know, a soft motion, a silent thing to do, he's going to fidget to see if he can see through, A, the illusion that his homie is talking about, and B, what's up with the rotting places.
B.
Would that be like an arcana or an investigation?
I think it depends on which route you go. If you're looking mostly into the rot, then you're looking at Arcana. If you're looking more specifically for like the buzzing and the creatures, that's more of a
Yeah, it would be the buzzing.
investigation. Yeah,
Alright.
the buzzing. Okay, then investigation.
Well, at least I got something for it. Good. You know what? All 10. Nice, even 10.
You're using your monocle, right?
Yes, yes.
And you're kind of like trying different settings out. So
Yeah.
I will say roll with advantage.
Ooh, I'll take that. Please, come on, do it. Oh no, that just made it worse.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
I'm blind in one eye.
All good. Yeah, you're trying to like see if any of these lenses
Not
like
working.
have some kind of filter that lets you see bee pheromones or some crazy stuff that you've never tried. And it
BSC.
turns out that these lenses won't let you see bee pheromones, and you're kind of gutted. But at the same time, you do find that the blue filter is really nice for keeping the sunlight out.
It's my welding goggle right there. That's what that is.
Yeah, so as some time passes, you notice on your map, and I will just pull it up for everyone to see. You'll see on your map that there is a large lake. Raputa is more like at the crossroads of that lake. And is just shy of the lake. And as you start to get to that area, give me a group perception roll.
Group perception roll.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second.
Golly, I'm fidgeting with my monocle. I didn't see shit.
Hold on. D&D Beyond is being an ass right now.
D&D, and they be doing that. I'm rolling like garbage.
Well, it really is, because like I had to reload the whole page. All right, you said a
Perception.
Perception. Got it. Come on, fucker. I don't know if it's gone through or not. Give it a sec.
No worries.
Man, it's really being a dick right now. How many times do I gotta fucking hit it to roll?
Oh, it's gonna
It's gonna
roll
come up with, like,
47
5,
times. Yeah.
I'll say that. Oh man, it just does not like me right now.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh. I can see it dotting at me. Ah, 24. Nice.
Wow.
Hey.
You actually got an nat 20. So good for you.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow, I'm kind of shocked.
That's how you do it. That's how you show up, baby. Oh, sorry,
Takes him a
Mike.
while, but he gets there.
Good job.
But no. So I'll say with those two nat 20s actually on the group row, you're looking at this map. You're looking at what you see in front of you, and right where you're expecting to start seeing the lake shore, because like lakes are at the bottom of hills, right? So you should see the tree line thin. You should at least see over some of it as it's going down a hill. The weirdest thing is, you're seeing a massive tree. Like a massive tree, where you're expecting to start seeing this lake. And with those two nat 20s for the group, and some fairly high rolls to be fair, I'd say you're pretty sure that this tree is right where Raputa is meant to be.
Seeing a tree. I'm gonna get a different angle from this. I'm gonna turn into a hawk and just fly up, see if maybe I can get above what I think is a giant illusion bubble sort of dealio.
Okay, yep.
See if I can see this from a different angle.
Okay. Roll me that hawk perception.
I gotta get that hawk perception. Give it a shot. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't have to open. Give me a hot second.
Is a hot second like what would be the difference between a hot second and a cold second?
Flavor, I guess.
When you're cold, time takes longer than when you're on fire. I don't know any of that is true, but I'm saying it with every inch of my chest.
Yeah, because I'm hearing that and I'm like, no, I feel like if I'm on fire, time is immeasurably long.
Yeah.
Like a second feels like hours if you're in that much pain, surely.
I guess it really depends on the situation.
Extra, add an extra.
True, I went to like hot pan.
Feature. Where do you even find that?
A hot pan is fast.
Right?
Yeah. That's a fast cooking implement.
Okay.
You know what? If it makes you feel better, just say a New York minute. In a New York minute.
New York.
Perception, you said.
Yes, perception is a whole.
It's the same. Perception plus 13.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Beautiful.
sweet.
So I'm just going to roll mine.
And as a hawk, you would have advantage.
Oh, okay. I'll do it again. It's even better somehow.
Nice. Yeah, so you guys see your party member Steve turn into a hawk, fly straight up, and start circling around the area to try and see over this tree. Steve, you see behind you much as it looked before, and as soon as you kind of fly up past this tree, actually, make me a dexterity roll for starters.
Dexterity roll. Hawk dexterity. So this is really plus 3.
Okay.
So plus 2 to whatever I roll.
Okay.
Not good.
Okay. Not good.
Why is there so many rolls happening?
D&D, baby.
as you fly up to go past this tree.
But if you want to take the last one, I won't say no. I'm not even on that page anymore. Oh my god, stop. I'm refreshing this.
It's only come up with one roll for me, if that helps.
Well, it came up with like 50 for me.
Oh, yeah.
Here they
it does in
come.
the log.
Here they come.
Oh dear. Yeah, as you fly up to go over this tree, you get to the top, you get past it, you start to see over, you see what could definitely be a settlement, and immediately a branch whips out and drags you in to the tree.
Oh my.
We see that?
You see that.
Oh, you know you can't tell me to stop. I just found out he saved my life. And I do believe I'm summertime too. Yeah, I can't run on water.
We also don't see water.
Oh, that's right, because that lake is an illusion. Yeah, so yeah, I'm booking ass towards the tree, and every now and again I'm using my blink, not my thing, my echo, where I set my echo ahead of me. I do that to increase and make my approach less linear. Now that I know something's snatching bitches, because I gotta get to Steve.
I follow to the lake because it's water and that's my element.
I'm gonna try and follow Seto as close as I can. He's definitely gonna get like pretty far ahead of me, but I'm gonna try to keep up as best I can.
And I'll do the same.
Okay.
I'm going to try to figure out why I'm no longer in the sky.
I will describe what is happening to you after the group does a roll. I would like everyone to do an athletics check.
Whoa.
As you start clambering to the tree to get as close to Steve as possible.
Can I use my acrobatics and parkour this as a dex-based character?
Yes.
I
If
Thank you
it's
so much.
preferable, that's fine.
Thank you so
have
much.
climbing speed. I stick to the walls and to the tree.
If you have a climbing speed, you don't need to make a check.
Oh, no, I got one of those.
Go
But
like
I'm so happy. I don't know if it'll help, but Hey, 15. All right. If that was an athletics check, that would have been a 9. Because I have -1.
I'm just
But
gonna
parkour.
check for chalk. 9. Okay.
Parkour.
Okay.
You get advantage on athletic checks. As a
Oh, is that a barb thing?
No, what's crazy is I pressed it twice and it
that's what I thought.
came out twice.
Is that a rage or a
he's like a
barbarian thing?
barbarian thing. He's 9th level now. He can power through things. If I could have them
And that would
mixed
be
up.
Walden.
I think that's
No, I'm not
is
level 9
raging.
because I'm split.
Right, with you.
I could be wrong. I'm awful confident today, and I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Don't apologize.
Yeah, if you roll that again, then, Jorg.
Alright, give me a second. Trying to make sure that it's actually fucking like registering to me, but I don't understand why I did earlier and it's not now.
I thought we were going to the lake to.
Did it come up now?
Yes. Okay. Great. 16. Okay. As you guys witness, Steve pulled into the tree. Immediately, Seto blinks and clambers up this place. Newt shortly behind him, able to climb. Jorg, you as a Goliath barbarian are quite, and from the mountains, are quite capable of climbing. And Walden, maybe it is the weight of your chassis, but you are ever so slightly behind. However, Walden, this allows you to see as Seto enters the tree. You don't see the branches move as much. It's like you see as each person goes up, and because you see this a few times, you're following directly behind, right?
Yeah.
So you see the branches move as they go in, and then you don't see those leaves rustle as much up the tree.
This is just like getting into his house. Like, he has this thought, because it just occurred to me, that this is just like getting into his own house back home.
It probably is very similar.
Holy shit.
And Walden, as you're the last person to enter, you will see this unfold, and as will everyone else. Steve, currently you are being restrained by willow-like vines of this tree. And as you are held there, you see a strange mantis-like priest-wearing robed humanoid shouting at you from the central trunk. And everyone else will see this. As some of you, I will need dexterity saves. If any of you have advantage, do use that for the restraint of the tree.
I do have advantage on that.
I can blink out of it as long as I'm not, like, blinded.
Okay.
It is super hard to hold Seto down.
Hit 20. Yeah, that passes.
16.
16 passes. And then
Just slimy.
Damn.
It is only Jorg and Steve that seem to be. Oh, I will need you to still make that dexterity
Oh,
roll. This is
I
like
apologize.
a round. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh. Did I... No, I didn't stupid myself. Alright. Are you fucking kidding me?
Cool. On a nat 1, although the vine does wrap around your wrists and ankles, I will say it briefly covers your vision just for a second, long enough to hold you until you blink back out of it in a second. But for one moment, you are held for one very small moment.
Hated it.
Jorg, you are also restrained by these willow-like vines. And Steve, as you've been in here longest, you hear this humanoid speak to you. You start making out some of these words, and I will show you who you see.
Whoa.
You see an insect-like priest shouting at you, saying, "Get down from there! Why are you in this tree?"
Hold on. I'll pop up this box. I don't see the man.
Oh.
No, that's on me.
Yeah, can you put the pop-up back? I don't think I... Wait, no,
Yeah.
never mind. I got it.
Yep.
I see a tiny little. I can't finish.
You're not very big.
No,
Okay, let me try a different way. Hold on.
it's on the list, but I can't open it from the list now because it was blocked.
Oh, that
Oh
works.
hi, oh hi.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
There's-
he has 4
that's the
arms.
man.
That is the buggiest.
Yeah, Bugman.
Oh,
Why are you here? Why are you in this tree?
I was trying to fly over the tree. That's
Why
a good
would you
question.
Why would you fly so close to this tree?
So,
Well, am I not supposed to?
Well, it's a reaching willow. Why would... You're outsiders.
And I'm like, I run at this point. I'm like, hey, sorry. Hey, could you let him go, please?
there's already a gun out. You know Seto's, like, ready. But he's, like, fixing his... Like, you know, he always has the scarf, like, wrapped and stuff, with making sure it doesn't cover his fucking eyes again.
Yeah. No.
It's like, fuck. He's like, you drop the bird. Just let the bird go.
It's a reaching willow. I'm not casting anything. And he puts all 4 of his hands in the air. I'm a tree keeper.
Why do you keep trees?
It's a sacred tree. Why are you in the sacred tree?
Okay.
Since he can't help, Seto blips over to try to, like... He's not strong, so I don't know what he really intends to do. But he's making a real effort of it with his 8 strength.
I would say by now, like, you would have been able to blink out.
Oh, no,
as
I
this
meant
conversation-
to Steve's.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
to try to help him, but I don't think I have, like, the strength to be able to do that for this thing. So...
If you promise not to hurt the tree, I will calm it down, but I do not like to do the acupressure to it.
I have no desire to hurt any living being that is not hostile towards us.
It's not hostile, it's how it captures its food. And he starts, like, nailing bug pins into the bark and humming through his hands onto the pins and vibrating the pins. And anyone who was restrained is released.
Oh, okay, nice.
Seto
Now,
blips over to
please.
Jorg's shoulder.
I kind of. We got 2 questions. I can't talk as a hawk, so I guess I'm not a hawk anymore.
Okay?
Okay. I kind of like shake my body like I was ruffling feathers that no longer exist.
You did see a settlement for a brief second on the other side of this tree. Just to remind you.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I forget what the name of the thing is, but we were trying to get to that place.
Right. So we're trying to get to, was it Paith?
Paith.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard it was near here.
I suppose that yes. Do you have pilgrimage papers?
No, that was not like. Okay, let's back up a second, because I feel like you are expecting us to know a lot more than we do. We have never been here before. We have no idea about the inner workings of this place. We need some information that we suspect is there. That's it. That's all we know. Does anybody want to speak up? Do you guys know anything? Because that's as much as I know.
I understand.
No, this is a whole new experience to me, bro.
All right, he takes off his hood to reveal that he's an Eladrin. Like, now that he's like, it's like, fuck it, we're going to Paith. She's gonna find out why. Like.
Oh, so one of you is local. Well, then that makes this more confusing.
You're from there, dude?
Yeah. Well, you see, long story short being, my parents got me out, and Steve saved me despite some detriment to himself. And a lot of shit's happened between now and then, and now I'm home. Or I would like to be.
Okay. We're gonna need to talk about that more later, but...
Yeah, it's all very new. But I've been reading... He says that right before... Fuck. But I've been reading books on it since the library back home, like, back at, the home he has with Steve.
Huh. Okay.
You are an insect elf?
He goes to say no, but he's like, kind of looks over at the bug, like, starts, like, you see him, like, check for vestigial appendages that he knows aren't there. It's like, nah, I think I'm more of a weather elf, I guess. I don't really know.
Okay. So, sir, what's your name? What's your designation? You said you're a tree keeper?
Yes, I'm Olgaran. I'm the mayor, so I'm the tree keeper. You'll have to forgive if I seem curt. To explain, there are barriers to stop wanderers from accidentally coming into any planes they didn't mean to. It's not often we get people who don't know why they're here. It's really a place for people that pilgrimage mostly. So it would be a surprise to meet people that were confused. We've had some problems recently with outsiders who are hostile in their own nature. So I have my guard up, especially if it is my duty to tree keep. The tree is calmed for now. Please, follow me down.
All right.
Oh, down, looking around, taking everything in as I'm, like, very inquisitive, like, looking at everything.
As you make your way down the tree...
What do you know about bees?
Bees, yes. They're essential creatures and wonderful members of the community, but some of them seem to have gone rogue. Yeah.
Bees tend to do that. That's good. Honestly, that last sentence really helps shake things out for us. Thank you kindly.
Yes,
I had genuine worry we fucked up some, like, ecosystemic shit by killing, like, a mass producer of bees. And I feel better that some go rogue. So we had to put her down.
As you make your way down this tree, it seems like there is more of a wooden piton-like staircase out of some chopped branches that lead to the base. And you guys are on the other side, coming to the base of this tree, and you realize there is a settlement here, as you have made it to Raputa.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
You'll have to understand, I'm not particularly used to outsiders who haven't come to pilgrimage. Actually, normally we have quite a strict policy to check papers for the very reason of rogue bees. You don't happen to have any kind of paperwork.
I don't.
Do you have something?
We did get like
Something.
something from Martha before we left for traveling. Yeah.
Do we have papers? I would remember if we have papers. Right of passage.
As you show him your passage to investigate the lands, Olgren changes his tune. Ah! Although this says that you're allowed... Actually, it means you've been given jurisdiction to look into the lake, then. Most of the people of the village are not allowed to look into the lake. The lake is not just sacred, but it is a forbidden water to drink from. It is why you must complete pilgrimage to prove yourself pure before entering it. But these seem legitimate papers. Would you mind?
Glad it's looking good.
No, these are stamped by one of the major nation's mayors. I know them well. Winston is quite a long time ago a friend of mine.
All right.
If
Oh,
only
if
they
only.
could have said anything to us.
That sounds like Winton. Yes. Always giving ideas, never knowing how. Now, if you wouldn't mind,
I feel that.
Y'all sure you were married?
can you imagine
Right.
the many affairs? There is plenty to do and see. Many come here before and after to celebrate pilgrimage. If you could stay in the village while I try my best to work out how to not upset too many people if you have these papers.
Why is it forbidden to drink the water? This water should
There
belong to-
are ruins in that lake that make the waters have properties that are not always predictable.
You mean
It's like water that makes you sick. You know, like it'll make your tummy bad.
remember when you drank that stuff that I gave you? It'll taste like that.
the shark? No, you were
No, not the shark, not the Harkle. Nope.
the party water.
The ichor.
The ichor, yeah. The stuff that like made your tongue go.
I can take it.
Let's not try.
Let's not. Let's.
I don't want to piss them off and also make you sick.
Yeah, we're not trying to upset the locals here. I've been told this many times, just to be good.
But it's water, and it should be free for everybody to drink it if they want it. This is
Well,
not right.
proper water is. This is different. This is not, traditional water.
Can we heal the water?
Maybe.
Guess we'll see.
If you could, I don't know if some would like that. It's considered worth pilgrimaging around, and therefore there are those that believe that it should be how it is.
Why?
Anyway, I must work out if I can get clearance for this. It's going to take me a minute. You can find me in the Shrine of Shield.
Okay.
All right.
Are we
Please.
able to? Should we go directly there? Or
I would really appreciate it if you stayed within the village just while I can process these papers. As I say, there are those who would take utmost offense at you even being near the lake as people who have not completed pilgrimage. But if I can find another way of verifying the authenticity of these papers, I can give you a level of, how would one say, diplomatic immunity.
who we can get direct contact with who gave us those papers,
Oh,
and then I'd sending stone.
no, it's actually more of a headache on my end to talk to the Shield of the Sheath, Shrine of the Sheath, to tell them that we're allowed, and less of a hearing that this is real. I know, yes, I know his handwriting intimately, and they stare into 1,000 yard stare at the handwriting, and make their way to the Shrine of the Shield.
What is a diplomatic manatee?
I'm not totally sure, but I believe it is a fish that can get to do whatever it wants.
The emancipated manatee? Yeah, that's.
We need to get some diplomatic manatee.
Oh my god.
All right, we'll add that to the list.
Yeah, diplomatic manatees.
I mean, like, he's gonna get us some, right? That's what he said.
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, yeah, but we can move about the village and die for one. I'm gonna take a look, cause I'm curious. And don't worry, I'll be on as best behavior as I can manage.
Out the tree and I don't know if this is like a meeting place or something or whatever, but I'm gonna look over things and kind of feel out like the vibes of the town.
Maybe I should watch Seto so he doesn't do anything stupid.
Seto is going to the library with York. Or Seto is going.
Yeah.
Hey York.
No. I'll go to the library with.
I know. I shouldn't assume. I should just be like, so you want to go hit up the books with that fancy staff of yours, boyo? There might be something to learn.
I.
There you go. I like it.
You wait for the manatee.
Yeah, maybe I don't go to the library.
I think I'm staying away from the shops and the trinkets before I stay away from the books.
I think I need to keep watch over Seto.
I think you guys would have got the vibe that from the way that he seemed displeased with the idea of talking to the Shrine of the Sheath, that this could take longer than a minute or two.
Yeah, yes. I feel like the wind is telling us to explore the town a little.
I am just gonna stick with Seto to make sure nothing bad happens.
Gonna go
Wait
to the
for
farmhouse.
diplomatic manatee before theft.
All right. But yeah, the first place he does go is the library with Jorg, so that
Nice.
because he got a lot of information, and this is a whole new place, and libraries have kind of been a key point in every place we've been. We kind of hit up to look, and he doesn't know how much we're gonna be back here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's taking that as the opportunity, and resisting the urge to see what that market do, though.
I go to the
Specifically
farmland.
not going to the library, just in case they fuck up this library experience. I'm not associated with them.
Oh my god.
So I'm just going to chill here, kind of take it in, feel the nature, see, because I feel like this place has a lot for me to feel. That's important, if that makes sense. So I'm going to spend my time trying to connect with this place.
Oh, sexy druid shit.
Oh.
That's sexy druid shit, bro. For real.
Nice. Yeah, you guys spend a couple of minutes kind of like you realize that tree is on like a bit of a hill and that this town goes down and that further down you can start to see the haze of what could be a lake. It is a little bit into the distance, but you start to see the slopes into the like the Merchants Guild being the south where the lake would be.
All right.
Steve, as you kind of take pause on this stump, give me Arcana with advantage and Nature with advantage.
Arcana?
Because you're spending some time doing this.
Nature.
Sweet. You feel the energies of this place. You sense the wind and what it may be telling you. You feel the breeze and the particles of magic blowing up from the lake, and you realize there is no rot in this village. Not a speck. Nothing that you saw that felt off on the journey here is within this space. This space seems to be either kept clean or well maintained. Whichever of the two it is, you're slightly unsure whether it's like purposely kept clean or whether it's maintained so it doesn't like rot. But there is nothing here. It is clean, and with that nature check, I will say you sense that it is possible that the breeze flowing up the hill from the lake with the mana leaking from the fossil is causing this place to become drenched with innate magic, and that could be part of what causes these rifts in the plane around this specific area, because this is unnatural. It's almost as if this is unlike the druid groves, like the hot springs in the druid groves. Those are magical because of herbalism, whereas this place is way more innate.
Gotcha.
Newt,
Yes.
what will you do in the farmland?
I want to see if there are animals and what's growing there.
Roll me perception.
How are they? 24.
You notice that there are no typical kind of... You've seen a few cans of food. You've seen like down in the sewer that will come down. You've seen some shapes of like farmland animals. None of these creatures look like that. These creatures look like insecty and chitter as they peck at the ground. There are a couple, but it seems mostly small, and they seem to like flock a little bit. And they seem to be laying eggs amongst the cabbages. You see a lot of cabbages. So many cabbages. Cabbages larger than you thought possible. Cabbages almost half the size of you. And you see a lot of beans. Like, boy howdy, does this place specialize in beans.
Beans. Is there anybody
the musical
around?
fruit.
I'm gonna
Yeah, this place, it must be lucky that bugs barely fart.
I'm gonna grab some beans.
Give me sleight of hand.
18.
You feel that while this farmland, there's the few little critters chittering about on the floor, there's very few kind of people currently attending it, and you sneak away a few of these beans off the vine. Seto, Walden, and Steve, you arrive at the library. You work out from the shape of this building and the way that almost none of the buildings are anywhere near. Sorry, Yorg.
Okay.
You work out from the way that this building is, just innately shaped, that this is probably the library. And you step into its shelter, and you notice that this place has, it's filled with stained glass.
Ooh, I like that. That's wonderful.
Is there like a certain pattern or image that it's trying to do, or?
Give me history.
I'm not great at that. $11.
Okay. You think that these are actually slightly more like murals than they are patterns. You're not 100% sure what it's referring to, but they feel chronological. You you just can't place whose history it is, but you notice a theme, and the theme seems to be about pilgrimage, and it's almost as if the circle of that library, that top of it, has a pilgrimage happening in this stained glass, and then the lower levels, that seems to be people like partying and sacrificing, but it doesn't seem to be like living sacrifice. It seems to be more about wealth sacrifice, going without food, that kind of sacrifice. And then you see this kind of completion of the pilgrimage up on the top rafters. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just keeping an eye on Seto. I'm trying not to get super wrapped in to the stuff we see. I just want to make sure Seto doesn't get like thrown in jail for some reason.
I just want to read a book about, what this. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what you did the last time you were here, so like.
I was I was born. That is the long list on my resume I should have did here. Like
Some places,
that might be enough.
They would
you know what?
In jail.
You were fucking born. All right. But yeah,
you were born. That's the issue.
That is. You know what? I don't argue that. But yeah, so go. He's still got the hood up, so he just looks like kind of a normal spooky elf, and I use prestidigitation to like make my eyes look normal. Yeah, like kind of looks over. He's like, but I'm gonna need one of you to ask about a book on the Eladrin. While I ask for books about giants.
Is it giants or titans? I always
Titans. Thank you. On Titans. Because I got. See if we can find some Grusith, some Yurth. But yeah, just looking up the Titans. We haven't located Feytest yet. No, that's the writing on the sword in that place. Never mind.
I'm gonna say, as you guys try and find someone, I will flash quickly to Steve and Newt to see what they'd like to do, if they'd like to join. Steve, you've garnered this information.
I'm just going to continue to do this, really. I want to connect to this place as much as I can. I do feel like I'm situated well where I can kind of look over the town and kind of take in, like, what's happening, how the people are. I don't know if how accurate I could see things. But I just kind of want to see how the town runs. Is anybody stressed? Just kind of suss out the place.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll say make me give me a wisdom roll.
Is that a period? I assume that's a period.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
10. Okay. Yeah, no, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a sense of how much you find out just like without letting your own skills determine it. Like you're allowing this place to speak to you, so I'm thinking it's more of a wisdom situation than like a specific skill. I will say you spend a while doing this. You start to feel the rhythm of the town. you start to feel a sense that many of these houses could be empty. And maybe that some of these houses, these circular hut-like buildings, are designed to take in travelers on their pilgrimage, because you just sense this place is not as busy as the amount of housing that's there.
Do I see anybody who I think may be on a pilgrimage?
I'm going to say you do see some people at the market area who look like they've got a lot of rucksacks, like they could be preparing to go out.
Okay. I'm gonna I guess come down like, yeah, and maybe just kind of like focus on the people that are on the pilgrimage. Because I don't really know much about the pilgrimage, but maybe I can suss out some information.
Cool. Newt.
I wander off to the market.
Yep.
Counting my new business.
Mm-hmm.
Super proud of them. What's in the market?
As you kind of just approach it, you see that a lot of this seems to be canned food. This seems to be like stuff that's preserved, dried. You see a lot of basic adventuring equipment, but it seems to be more catered towards tent and camping and survival than it is facing off against anything. You don't see any weapons. And you see a lot of kind of, I would say, a distinct lack of other places. Like this place, one of the things you noticed in Hanka is the market area was filled with loads of different places. The bazaar was packed with many different cultures. Here it is homogeneous.
Do I see someone interesting looking?
Yes, you see two. Newt, you see two. Give me 1 second. You see two little beetle boys scurrying about the place with their arms being tapped and shooed as they try to not necessarily pickpocket, but certainly observe too closely some of the items on the tables.
I walk to them and I poke one.
Watch it, mister. What are you after? Of course I talk.
But you're an
I'm a
insect.
humanoid, ain't I? Yeah, see, he's a humanoid.
What are you doing?
Oh, what's it look like, mister? Get my gear, I'm gonna go adventuring.
Oh, I am going adventuring. I'm gonna hunt the legendary diplomatic manatee.
Are you going to the lake too?
Yes, I'm gonna drink on the water.
Yeah, see, they don't like us going to the lake, but we want to go to the lake.
You wanna come with?
Oh, yeah. We
My
want to
friends
go to
are
the lake.
reading or something in the library. They're a boring bunch.
That's so boring. We want to go to the
Super
lake.
boring.
We want to adventure. They don't like us adventuring. They want us
But-
to do these reading things, and we want to go spark something.
But maybe Seto will break something there.
And then we can break into the library?
Yeah, maybe we can take something.
Oh,
I don't want anything from the library.
I like the cut of your jib, mister.
Yeah. What's your names?
Well, see, I hear him Ram, and I hear him Riff, and we Riff and Ram, and we're adventurous.
Do you push poop? Sometimes at home I see beetles like you pushing poop.
I'm not related to Arthropodia, and you are suggesting that I am similar to a scarab, but I am far more akin to a woodlouse. a much different type of
Makes sense.
insect.
Sense.
I, in fact, can roll into a ball, which is far more exciting than push and poop. Although,
Yes.
it depends your fancy.
Is there anything scary in the lake?
See, mister, they won't let us go because I think there is. And I want to know.
You should come by. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let us come with you, mister. Let us come with you.
Check this out. And I pull out my sword. It's improved.
Whoa.
I'm gonna chop my enemies. I'm gonna kill that manatee. And if there are sharks in there, I have a turtle friend that she wants some shark to eat. Yes.
Sharks. Newt, you have 2 companions following you around Ram and Riff.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna create a thief guild.
Let's start a gang in this random ass town.
And y'all were so fucking worried about me. I'm just here to read books. He's like, I'm going to upend the economy with violence.
I'm really the only person who can.
Any
keep
chance I
y'all
see
from,
this happening?
I think you would where you've gone to, yeah. I think
Yeah,
you
I'm
would.
just up there like, ah,
I have an
I
army
think
of
you'd
people
say-
I
here.
ain't moving.
I'm really the only person who can keep y'all from like just tearing the fucking like town apart. But I can only be in one place at a time. Like I can only cover one of you.
Hey, I'm making a little army of bug people, so we have more chances of success. You're muted, so.
I said I made an army of goblins. Like that, these things happen.
Of course.
Gosh.
They have the spirit.
We'll move back to Seto, Walden, and Yorg. You guys look for someone to find, and you do find them. They introduce themselves as Click. They seem slightly neurotic, and they are a bookkeeper. You find Click.
Ooh,
Lisa.
a lotus mantis.
Hello? Can I help you?
Yeah, sure thing. I was wondering if you got a section on like the Titans or maybe just the T's. Not.
The Titans?
Yes.
Not many people look for those.
Well,
We
yeah.
have a paper. I show the letter that we have.
In the rite of
Was it
passage.
taken from us by the guy or?
Not like permanently, no. Right?
Well, like if he's using it to get us diplomatic immunity, we don't have it on our person right this second.
Yeah.
So, never mind that sentence.
I don't need papers for books. That's why we've got such a big library. There's too much paper.
Fair.
Okay.
That's not a wrong statement. But yeah, Titans, as it were. Click, was it?
Click. Yeah. I'm pretty fast for a leaf pretender.
Well, I hope I can keep up on our way to finding them Titans.
And you see as Click kind of slowly, but you as you look around the library, you do see other like false leaf humanoids, and they are incredibly slow, only moving quickly when other things move them. But Click does seem to have a bit of pace on him comparatively.
Nice.
And as Click takes you over to a section that's very largely labeled in common restricted, has bars over it, like grated bars, and underneath it has some kind of more like cubiformial language. And Click says, "The thing is, these books are special. You might have to ask for the shrine of the sheath to unsheath them."
Well, I think the mayor is talking them for us. So
This is true. We're getting a manatee, you know.
Manatee?
Immunity.
Is-
Sorry, a friend of ours is new to the ways of diplomacy and such. But yeah, we're getting the diplomatic
we're getting a
immunity.
man's tea.
A man's tea? Even more fascinating.
But yeah.
How do you know the gender of a tea?
It's tea from a man.
But how do you know if the
Oh.
cup's been put down?
I'd like to have trust in the world around me.
Sorry. I agree. It's why I like books. Things I can trust. However, is there other books you might be interested in?
We have to look into traveling through planes.
Nah. Paith has that kind of info. I can give you a map to Paith.
Yes, please.
There's 2 ways to get there, though, you see. And, yeah, Click does go and retrieve this. You also start asking about other books. They write that on a note
Like
and say that
the
they'll...
Eladrin Court.
Yeah. And they write that they'll, as soon as they see the paperwork, they'll have that all ready to give you. And they give you this map and they say, the 2 ways are both simple. You either circle the lake till you find it, or you go over the lake where you see the stars shine at night. Then it's as the crow flies.
All right. Like a mirror thing?
As far as I can tell, it's some kind of ritual they do at night. Makes it mighty pretty above them.
All right. We got a friend that could turn into a crow. So.
Then they could fly there straight. Only issue, many folks don't like you touching the lake till you've already circled.
Well, manatees and things.
Manatees are often in water.
But
Maybe we can have the manatee touch it for us.
I hope you find your manatees. They sound tasty.
Yeah,
I
sounds good.
love tea.
Well, we'll be back with some tea sometime.
Oh, I really appreciate it. Often I don't get to drink it warm. And we will end the session there.
All right.
If you
Real
guys,
quick though, like I walk away with Seto and I just kind of like lean over. I'm like, this fucking weird guy.
It's like, I wish I was as high as that dude. Are you out of your mind? Like, it's like that is. I'm trying to get on that dude's level. Like,
I was imagining the sloth from Zootopia.
yes.
He
Yes.
is the weed.
I thought
He
you know,
is
you
the
get,
lead,
like,
yes.
No, because you know you get like stick insects and
Yeah.
they like jerkily slowly move. Yeah.
No, you did it really well. Like, that was fucking
Yeah, that was
perfect.
great. That was great.
That was
Yeah.
super fun. Oh, man.
And I'm gonna go to the secret base of Riff and Ruff because I guess they have a secret base.
They
Yeah.
Oh, what? You'll find out. And
Next time.
yeah.
Next time.
In
Next
2
time.
weeks at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be back with more Hills of Bones.
Put bones in your hills and bury them.
That's right.
The
Yeah, let's just do that until I find the button.
20 to the 1.